Hola, soy Ana Carla. ¿Y tú? So I was thinking about what can I do this week? And in case you are only listening, this one will be another video version of the podcast. Can you hear my computer? It's just going crazy because I've been working for almost 2 hours. I don't know if that's good or that's bad, but that's how long it's taken me to do this. What I'm getting at is that I've been living in Austria for a little over 3 months, okay, by now. And when someone asks me, hey, what is Austria like? What do they eat? What do they listen to? I don't know what to say because we've been in lockdown since I got here, basically. And actually, the lockdown, the one we are right now, ends on Monday. So almost there. We can do it. So what I'm trying to get to is that I made a PowerPoint presentation so we can all learn more about this country because again, I've been here for over 3 months and I feel like I've learned more from listening, reading from Wikipedia in the last 2 hours than from actually living here. Yeah, let's get started, okay? All right, so here we are, Austria, okay? Not Australia. Don't, it's so many times that people get confused with Australia, no, Austria, okay? Austria, which is officially known as the Republic of Austria. Okay, so let's begin. What else do we have here? It doesn't move. Come on. It always happens. Okay, there it is. So, Austria, not Australia. Where is it? Where is Austria? Let me tell you, it's located in the southern part of Central Europe. What does that mean? Basically, if you have a sandwich, all right? Imagine a sandwich. The ham in between, that's Austria, and the bread is Germany and Italy. Okay? So there it is. That's like the half of Austria, kinda. It's the ham in between Germany and Italy. So now you know where it is. And there's a map, you can figure it out. And under Germany, over Italy, that's where Austria is. Not on the other side of the world, like Australia. Next one, what is the language? It's Dutch, aka German. Or Austrian. I guess Austrian also counts, but I don't know if Austrian it's a dialect. I guess it is. Moving on. Next one. Come on. Oh my god. Why is it so slow? Anyway, are Austrians religious? This is really important information, right? This is what you've been wanting to learn about the country. Okay, so 69% of the country is some kind of Christian. So, a lot of people. 22% of the country apparently are not religious, don't believe in anything, or are not into it. It's a lot. I didn't expect that many people to not have a religion in a country. So 22%, it's a lot. It's a lot. 7.9 are Islam, and 1.1, a tiny 1.1, it's other. So if you were wondering what Austrians are, most of them are religious. Yes, 22%, almost 1/4 of their country is not religious. Wow. Moving on. Come on. Oh my god. I'll just click there. It's quicker if I just click. Has Austria been in a war? Yes. In World War. Oh my god. World War One. Only one. I don't know if I didn't do my research very well. In the first one, sure, that's a fact. In the first one, that's a fact, okay? And I found some other information that I added here. After defeating the monarchy, the Republic of German Austria was proclaimed with the intent to unify Germany and Austria. This happened in 1980. 1918, sorry. It didn't work. So in 1990, I don't know numbers, 1919, the first Austrian Republic became the legal successor? Is that a word? Of Austria. I'm really bad at this, apparently. I'm in a rush. I need to eat and go. But oh no. Anyway, I read a little bit more about this, and apparently they tried to unify Germany, and Austria for some reason after the war, and they were like, you know what? Not today. So they went back to just being Germany and just being Austria. Yay! You need more than just the language to unify two countries, apparently. Next one. Is Austria rich? Yeah. 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 Yes. It ranked in the top 20 richest countries in the world by GDP per capita. It's rich. Okay, they got them coins. They have them. They throw them away. They are rich. I don't know if when they do this, they take into account also how much it costs to live here. Because, I mean, you can have a lot of money in one country and then go to another country and that money does not have the same value. But in your country, you can afford a lot of things. But then you go to another one and it's not the same. Maybe in another country, you're normal, but then you go to that other country and that little money that you have suddenly, well, it's go. I don't know what I'm saying. The value of that little money that you have now, it's bigger. So I don't know if they take that into account or it's just, I guess it's just the GDP per capita, but yeah, as it says here, rich, money, and I think they are number 15 out of everyone else. So if you want a rich country, yeah, Austria, yeah, yep, they have money. Is Austria a member of any club, any special club there is to be? Yes, they are a member of the United Nations since 1955. Then they joined the European Union in 1995. They signed the Schengen Agreement in 1995, and they have been using euros since 1999. Now, I think we've all heard about the United Nations, the European Union, various countries using the euros, but maybe you haven't heard about the Schengen Agreement. I hadn't until I went to Spain a few years ago, and I didn't know what that was. I thought, because I needed to get a visa, because I was going to stay there for around 6 months. And it was something like a visa for the Schengen Agreement or the Schengen area or something like that. And in my mind, I was like, Schengen? Wait, no, it's just Spain. Why do I need something for something that I don't even know what it is? Apparently, it's another club. Some countries are part of it. Most of Europe, I think, it's part of the Schengen Agreement. It means that you can just move freely. I think, again, I'm not an expert at this. In this part of the world, they seem to have a lot of agreements and a lot of clubs and a lot of things to be part of. In America, everyone's on their own, I guess, mostly, unless it involves money. But I mean, if you want a visa or something like that, you get it for one country and that's it. As far as I know, I don't think there's something like that for North or Central or South. Or is there? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What do I know? But yeah, just in case in case you didn't know, that's the Schengen Agreement. I guess I can look up really quickly which countries are part of that. So I can just tell you a few of those. Give me a moment. Schengen. Here. Espacio Schengen in Spanish. Oh, there's 26 countries. All right. Tell me which ones. Google. Here. Okay. So Germany, Austria, Belgium, Denmark. Oof, how do you say this one? Another one, Spain. I feel really bad for not knowing these countries in English. Or maybe I do, but I'm not sure. Finland, France, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy. I need to read this in English. I feel so bad for not knowing. Let me Google it in English. Country list. All right. Here we go. Countries included. Accept whatever. Oh, there's not a list. Okay, this is going to take me a second. What countries are Schengen states? Okay, here we have a photo. So let me tell you all of them again. So Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia. How do you say this? Liechtenstein? Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. All of those are part of the Schengen area. If you get a visa, I think you can move freely around all of those. The UK is not part of this. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Come on. Geography of the country. So Austria is a tiny country. It has a lot of mountains, okay? Only 32% of the country is below 500 meters of altitude, which means it has a lot of mountains. The total area of Austria is 84,000 square kilometers, which means it is a small country. Again, the population of the entire country, I know this is not part of geography, but I wanted to add this information to this slide, is a little under 9 million people. Okay, 8.9. So just in comparison, I wanted to look, side by side, Austria with my home country, with my homeland, Mexico. And in comparison, the total area of Mexico City, just Mexico City, is 1,400 square kilometers. Okay, against the 84, this is only 1,000. And the population, it's almost the same, 8.9 million. So in all Austria, you have 8.9 million. In Mexico City, you have 8.9 million people as well. But Austria is 84,000 square kilometers, and Mexico City is only 1,400 square kilometers, which means it's even tinier than Austria. And they have almost the same amount of people. How is this possible? How? I do believe we don't need more people in this world. Okay? Families that have 8, 12, 15 kids, we don't need that anymore. There's no space. Maybe in Austria they have a little bit of more space, but Mexico City, they sleep on top of each other. The city is growing up, and that's a fact. And the city is sinking down because everything, because they need more buildings, and it's that's another topic. But if you have a baby, maybe you only have like 2 or 3. Who am I to tell you how many kids you should have? But 15, 8, 15. No. It's just too much people. Too many people. Too many people. Yeah. English, right? Moving on. The next slide is population. I should have added that to here, but it's basically the same thing. So again, the entire population of the country is 8.9 million. And well, maybe if you are from a tiny country, this amount is normal for you. But from someone who comes from a country that has 126 million people, hearing that one entire country only has 8.9 million, not even 9 million people, that's adorable. That's a luxury. A luxury? A luxury. Not wonder why they are so rich here. They have money to spare, dude. They are giving it away. I'm kidding, kinda. But moving on. So Vienna, a little under 2 million people in Vienna, alright? And then there's I added here the top 7 most populated cities in the country. So it's Vienna, and then sorry for the pronunciation, alright? I'm still learning whatever. Vienna again, no. Vienna, Graz, Linz, Salzburg, Innsbruck, Klagenfurt, Villach. These are the most populated cities. I think it is cities. Cities? Yeah, cities. Cities or state? I don't know how it works here. If there's states or entities or whatever. Anyway, these are the top 7 most populated cities in the country. So the only place where you can find over 300,000 people living in the same city is Vienna, with almost 2 million people. Because under that is Graz, with not even 300. They have 200,000. I read that wrong. 291,000 people, right? And then it goes lower, 206, 155, 131,000. Klagenfurt with a little over 100,000. And then Villach, which is that is where I am right now, a little over 60,000 people. All right, a city with 60,000 people. And then again, comparing it to my homeland, Mexico, with 126 million people. There is something in Mexico that I'm not even sure how it works, or how are you supposed to differentiate it. And I don't know how to feel about that, because we have Mexico City, but we also have Estado de Mexico. I don't know how that works, because for some reason Mexico City gets translated into English, but Estado de Mexico, I have no idea. So I'll just keep calling it Estado de Mexico, which is a state. In Mexico City, I don't know why they do this. It used to be called DF, like DF, Distrito Federal, which, as far as I know, was called like that because because that's where the president lives. But then they changed the name to Mexico City or CDMX. Who knows? Who knows? Ask them to do something unnecessary and they'll do it, but ask them to fix something that you need and they'll take their time. That's how we do things. That's how we like it. And okay, going back to Estado de Mexico, a state with 16 million people. All right, that is the most people you can find in a state, I think. Yeah, in Mexico. And then under that is Mexico City with 8.9 million people. And together they do, let's do the math, like 24? 24, 25 million people. Again, Mexico City is tiny, and they have almost as many people as the entire country of Austria, which I think I knew before I came here, but I hadn't, compared the size of the country and the size of Mexico City. And that is just sad to know that there are so many people there. And the differences that there are in the country. People, how people live, the opportunities they have. It's just, honestly, it's sad. And then I wanted to also add Nuevo León, which is my state, with 5 million people. All right. So one of the most, also other than Mexico City, one of the most important cities in the country is Monterrey, with over 1 million people. So Vienna has more people than Monterrey, but I bet they live pretty differently than in Mexico. Just a little information. When you think of Mexico as in the country, there are top 3 cities that are the most important. Well, the top 3: Mexico City, Monterrey, and Guadalajara. Those are the most important ones in the country. And just thought that you were interested or whatever. Moving on. Is Austria cold or hot? Well, from my experience here in these past 3 months, I can tell you that it's really cold. The snow has been here for a long time. Actually, tonight I had a dream. And my dream was that there was no snow outside, which is weird, I guess. And moving on to the information that I wrote. So most part of the country has a cold, temperate. I have never seen this word before, temperate climate zone. And usually the temperatures go from -10 to 0 during the winter, which I can tell you it's the truth. Right now it's 5, and it is still the winter. And the summer, I don't know if I can call Austria a hot country. I haven't experienced it yet, but apparently it is around the mid-20s. It didn't say mid-20s to what? It only said mid-20s. All of this is Celsius, all right? Fahrenheit, get out of here. We don't need you. You are silly. The right temperatures are measured in Celsius, all right? And the highest temperature, apparently, this is adorable, was in August of 2013. So 7 years ago. It got to 40.5 Celsius. That's really hot. Sadly, I have experienced a higher temperature than this, and it isn't nice. It's not nice at all. I'd rather have the snow, honestly. So is Austria cold or hot? Right now it's cold. I was going to say something else. Oh, I think that my brain, it's telling me that the coldness of the country has something to do with all of the mountains. I'm sure I read something about that also. If you're somewhere in, I think this is obvious. If you're on the part with mountains, it is going to be a little bit chillier than if you're not. Moving on, education. This surprised me a little bit when I read about it. If you're watching the video and you're seeing my presentation, don't cheat and start reading before I tell you about it, alright? Don't cheat, don't be a cheater. Wait until I tell you about it. Okay, so preschool, or kindergarten, or in German it also sounds like kindergarten. I'm sorry, I'm trying, okay? Apparently it is free in most states of the country. That's pretty nice. And kids go to preschool from 3 to 6 years old. And then they go to primary school, which starts at 6 years old. All right, it lasts 4 years. In Mexico, it lasts 6. So they are quicker here. So it lasts 4 years, and they have only one teacher during the entire 4 years. Now, this is all Wikipedia, all right? This is all Wikipedia. If any of this information is wrong, go after Wikipedia. Because again, I have not learned this from experience. These 3 months have been... I got a tiny information from those 3 months into this presentation. All right, most of it is Wikipedia. Again, one teacher during those 4 years. Can you imagine having one teacher for those 4 years? If it is a good teacher, then you're good. But if it is a bad one, I think it's one teacher and maybe one assistant. I think that's what I read. I could be wrong. I don't remember. And it is considered that the kids and that teacher, it's an important bond, obviously. It's 4 years. And the hours are supposed to be from 8 a.m. to 12 or maybe 1 p.m. And they have around 5 to 10 minutes break each hour. It sounds kind of like a job. This part surprised me. There is no lunch break. What? They have kids in school from 8 to 1 with no lunch break. Excuse me? And I don't know since when this has made changed. But it also said that as more moms start working, schools are offering either pre-lesson or afternoon care and lunch and, help, I guess. But why is there no lunch break? When I was, how old was? Okay, this is from 6 to 10, I guess. But when I was, there was a point of my life, in my life, when I would have 2 breaks, and I loved it. For 3 years, I had 2 breaks while I was in school, but we were there from 8 to 2:30, and we had 2 breaks, and each break lasted for 20 minutes. It's crazy to think how much we could do in 20 minutes. Like, you could eat, you could talk, you could catch up, you could play, and you squeeze those 20 minutes. Now get 20 minutes off a class. Now get 20 minutes off at work. And that's how much it takes you to go downstairs or to go to your car or go to the vending machine. We were faster when we were kids, definitely. And during these learning years, they have a lot of emphasis, apparently, allegedly, on homework and frequent testing. I don't know how to feel about that. I've heard of a lot of people complaining that school should be more about what you learn instead of how they test you. I don't know. What do you think? Also, there is, at the end of the year, they have this test or assignment. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's obvious now. I mean, you pass this exam or test or whatever, you go into the next year. But if someone fails, they have to resit the test and take it again at the end of the summer holidays. But it seems to be that it is not uncommon for kids to fail and retake the entire year. Isn't that a red flag? I mean, if you know a lot of kids are retaking exams and are retaking the entire school year, doesn't that mean that there is something wrong with how you're teaching them or something? Again, don't come for me, Austria. Please don't send me back to my country before it's time. And okay, one part that I was waiting for, the food. I have not tried any of these things. All right, the only Austrian thing that I've eaten here, it's I entered a restaurant thinking that I was. I think I talked about this before. I thought that I was ordering a sandwich or some kind of meat in between bread. Yeah, a sandwich. But they ended up giving me 2 sausages covered in bacon with fries and a salad. No complaints. I mean, anything that you wrap in bacon, it's going to be good, right? But it's not what I was expecting. Moving on, there's this apple strudel, or I tried. And I think that you will think that this is German, same, but apparently German says it's German, but it's Austrian. I read that the difference is that German may add cinnamon, raisins, whatever, into their pastry, and Austrians just keep the recipe as it is. And then there's, I'm gonna try Wiener Schnitzel. How bad was it? which is Austrian national food. It can be found either on the street or in the fancy restaurant, which is just, some meat, potatoes. It sounds amazing. Just anything with potatoes. It's a big yes. And here it is, the Vienna sausage. Parboiled pork and beef smoked alone at low temperatures. This I didn't get this from Wikipedia. I got this from a different website, and this is the photo they had on the website. All right, just someone eating 3 links of sausages with ketchup on top, and a slice of bread with, what do you think that is? Mayonnaise or butter? To me, it looks like butter, but I mean, that's a child's food, right? Not complaining again. Just sausage with ketchup. Yeah, thank you. I'll take it. But the way they took this photo, it's so silly. It also said that obviously you can make it into a hot dog with, a bun or whatever. But this photo to me was hilarious. And then another slide with more food. We had Gnadl. It's a kind of dumpling. It's basically flour, bread, potato. I think I've tried this, but the one in the photo looked huge, but the ones that I tried were tiny, and I didn't like them that much because I feel like they were missing something. They were literally just flour and potato. So, and they weren't that warm at the time. I don't know. They were missing something. But the ones in the photo look pretty good. I also saw another photo where they cut one in half and they had like minced beef or minced something as a filling. That was a nice surprise. And then Titler, I'm so sorry, Grastel. This looks amazing. It looks amazing. Again, if you're not watching this, just imagine, all right, the perfect comfort food, pan-fried dish with potato, chopped beef or pork, butter, onion, and one fried egg on the top. It sounds amazing. It looks amazing. I bet it is amazing. I mean, potatoes, beef, egg, butter. What else do you need? What else? I guess the only thing missing is just feeling sad or cold or sad and cold for you to fully enjoy this meal. And then we have a little surprise here that I wasn't expecting. Kaskespatzel? Kaksespatzel? So sorry. Basically, it's mac and cheese, all right? The Austrian version of mac and cheese. It's egg noodle that comes in different shapes. The ones in the photo seem to match the description. Some shapes look like nuggets. These, I mean, your little poofy things, comes with more cheese, apparently, on the side that you can enjoy with some wine. So, just fancy mac and cheese. Again, I'll take it. And the music. Now the music. We'll have to close these slides so I can show you. So I found these sites, right? Sorry, it says Vienna Boys Choir. And let's just take a little listen, all right?
We are the Vienna Boys Choir.
Moving on. And I don't know how much of that I can show you, but it's pretty fancy. I guess we can look at this video for a few seconds. It's people dancing, clap, 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 clap. Looks fun. Blue skirts. The men are wearing shorts and look pretty Austrian. I'm losing my voice. They're walking in a circle, clapping, clapping, clapping. Oh, okay, and another one. Okay, let's go on with the wind. It says, oh, this is a movie or something. It's 10 minutes long. Okay, let's not watch that. So that was the music. And one thing that I know now that I've been here, it's that ball, balls. It's Austrian. I didn't know. One thing that happened during New Year's, my landlord, we went outside, saw the fireworks, and they started playing waltz music and dancing, and that was something that I was not expecting. Not judging at all. And the fun facts, with the little fun facts, just something that I didn't know that I was not expecting at all. Adolf Hitler was born Austrian. What do you think? And that's the only fun fact that I have for you. And that's pretty much it. Yes, this thing took me 2 hours. I need to eat lunch. And I need to leave now. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something with me here. And that's Austria. Maybe one day when I learn more about this country, I can tell you more. from experience instead of from Wikipedia. But that's it for now. I should go. It's 12:31. What time is it where you are? Again, a lot of people in this country. Austria is rich. Hitler was Austrian. Was he rich? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Sorry, maybe we shouldn't. Let's not, okay? Okay, well, have a good day, night, week, life. Wash your hands. We're still not over this, right? And well, that was my input in trying to teach you something about a country that maybe you didn't know where it was. You maybe didn't know what country they were speaking. That's okay. Again, Austria, not Australia. Don't get confused. And you know it by now. Say it with me. Ta-ta. That was an ugly one. Let's do again. Ta-ta.